First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity.
Nothing's right. It hasn't been for a long time, but it's just so noticeable. It just blows my mind. People don't see what's coming. It's crazy. Anyhow, I love y'all, and we'll see you soon. Later. That's my answer to mandatory vaccines. You hear that? You get a shot before I get a shot.
If you see something, say something.
Alright, so that video was of an Edomite with his weapon firing off rounds, talking about getting the man. Well, he was basically referencing people who are advocating and passing, I guess you could say their laws or legislation to get the mandatory, how should I say it without getting a strike? I guess, the zombie juice. Because now they're making it mandatory in certain types of organizations are now making it mandatory that you got to have the zombie juice. All right, now in New York they say that in order to get into like certain bars, gyms, and etc., you got to have a card that proves that that you've had the zombie juice. All right, and pretty soon they're gonna make it mandatory. They're gonna make it mandatory for the military. All right, and yeah, they're gonna make it mandatory. And as you can see in that video, Buddy was like, you'll get hit with some slugs, okay, before you make it mandatory for me to take that what, all right? And basically that's just going to be the mind frame of a lot of people, because a lot of people just ain't going to be going for that mandatory injection, I guess you could say. All right, they're not going to go for that. They don't want that. So they're going to rebel. A lot of people are going to rebel, and that's what's going to happen, man. It's going to be like a civil war out here. All right, it's going to be like that. All right, and it's going to be like a civil unrest, as they say. Anarchy, things of that nature. All right, it's going to get bad out here. And you see the scripture here in 2nd Esdras 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So you look up sedition, meaning of sedition.
Sedition.
All right. The conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. All right, and people are going to be doing that. It's going to be sedition amongst men. All right, and as it says that they're not going to regard their kings or princes, meaning their governments and their leaders, their governors and things of that nature. They're not going to care about what they say because there's going to be sedition. They're going to rise up against them. And as you can see, in that video, the mind frame of some of these people getting weapons, and they're going to have a rebellious spirit on them to rebel against their authorities. All right, so you can kind of see just an inkling of that happening right now in the world, because so many people are refusing to take the zombie juice. All right, they are refusing it, and when it becomes mandatory, then that's when things are going to get real. All right, it's going to get real. All right, in verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. And things are going to get worse and worse, and things are going to get, chaotic, But that's how the Bible describes these end times are going to be. In Daniel, it says that it'll be like a time like never before. It's going to be extremely, bad, out here. So this is just the labor pains. These are just the beginnings of this. And eventually it's going to get even worse. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.